Well, my wonderful audience, if you thought the legal drama surrounding Nnamdi Kanu was over, then you need to sit down tight because the final card has been played and the whole nation is waiting with bated breath. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, you are absolutely welcome. Please do me a great favor by hitting that subscribe button and don't forget to like this video. It really helps the channel grow. So, what is this final card that has been played? As we speak today, November 20th, 2025, a federal high court in Abuja is set to deliver its judgment in the long-running terrorism trial of the IPOB leader. But the big twist, the final card Kanu played, is what has everyone talking. Instead of opening his defense during the 6 days the court gave him, Nnamdi Kanu stood up and made a stunning move. He filed a fresh motion arguing that the government's entire case is built on a law that no longer exists. Yes, you heard me. He told the court that the Terrorism Prevention Act they are using to try him was completely repealed and replaced by a new law in 2022. His argument is simple. You cannot try, let alone convict, a person under a dead law. He called the proceedings a nullity and asked the court to throw out the charges and order his immediate release. And this is not just Kanu and his team saying this. The Ohanaeze Youth Council has also expressed serious concern about this very issue. They warned that convicting someone under a repealed law would be a travesty of justice and a dangerous precedent that could embarrass Nigeria internationally. Now, the judge, Justice James Omotosho, saw this move differently. The court noted that Kanu had exhausted all the days given to him to present his defense, but chose not to do so. The judge even said he had appealed to Kanu in God's name to defend himself. The court ruled that by failing to use the opportunity, Kanu had waived his right to a defense, and then it fixed today, November 20th, for judgment. So, the final card has been played, and now we are all waiting for the judge's response. But my people, the gist does not end inside the courtroom. While Kanu was playing his final legal card, a massive political movement was happening behind the scenes. Can you believe that 44 federal lawmakers from across Nigeria, yes, 44, wrote a joint letter to President Bola Tinubu? In the letter, they begged the president to release Nnamdi Kanu and use a political solution to address the issues in the southeast. They urged him to direct the Attorney General to discontinue the prosecution and start a dialogue for peace and national healing. And that's not all. A former lawyer to Kanu, Vincent Obeta, also wrote an open letter to President Tinubu asking him to enter a nolle prosequi. That's a legal term for discontinuing the case. He argued that the government has a history of disobeying court orders that granted Kanu bail and that continuing the trial is an abuse of judicial process. So, you see, the pressure is coming from all angles. Even IPOB itself has sent letters to 21 foreign embassies and international bodies including the US, UK, and United Nations, asking for urgent global intervention for the leader's release, raising concerns about his deteriorating health. So, the big question for us all today is, what will the court decide? Will the judge agree with Kanu's final card and declare the trial invalid because it's based on a repealed law? Or will the court proceed to give a judgment on the charges as they are? This is a serious legal and historical moment. Now, the government side, through the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation, is not backing down. They are insisting that the trial must continue and that a judgment must be delivered. Their position is that the court should look at the evidence they have presented over the years and convict Nnamdi Kanu. This creates a massive standoff. On one side, you have Kanu's legal team saying, this court has no power to try our client. On the other side, the government is saying, we have presented our case and we demand a verdict. This is why today's judgment is so critical. It is not just about guilt or innocence in the traditional sense. It is about the very foundation of the trial itself. The judge has to decide, do I first rule on whether this trial is valid, or do I ignore that and go straight to a verdict? But beyond the court case, let's talk about the human and political angle. The Southeast region has seen a lot of tension and unrest linked to the agitation for Biafra. Many leaders from that region and even from other parts of Nigeria believe that Kanu's release is key to unlocking peace. They argue that as long as he is in detention, the tensions will remain high and the sit-at-home orders that cripple economic activities every Monday will continue. This is why the appeal from the 44 lawmakers is so significant. It shows that this is no longer just a Southeast issue. It is a Nigerian issue. Lawmakers from different geopolitical zones are saying, Mr. President, for the sake of national unity and peace, please find a political solution. So, what are the possible outcomes today? Let me outline them for you. The court upholds Kanu's argument. The judge could agree that trying someone under a repealed law is illegal. If this happens, the entire case could be struck out and Nnamdi Kanu could be ordered to be released immediately. This would be a massive victory for his team and his supporters. The court dismisses Kanu's argument. The judge could rule that the point about the repealed law is not strong enough or was raised too late. He could then proceed to deliver a judgment based on the evidence presented by the government. This could lead to either a conviction or an acquittal on the specific charges. A surprise twist. In the Nigerian justice system, sometimes we see unexpected decisions. The judge could decide to adjourn the case again for more clarifications, or he could refer certain aspects to a higher court. Nothing is ever 100% certain. My wonderful viewers, this is more than just a court case. It is a story about law, politics, and the quest for freedom. It's a story that has kept the nation on the edge of its seat for years, and this is why you need to stay right here with me. As these events unfold, I will be your number one source for clear, simple, and straightforward analysis. I will break down the big legal grammar so everyone can understand what is really happening. Before I go, let me ask you something in the comments section. What do you think will be the outcome? Do you believe the judge will set him free based on this legal technicality, or do you think the trials will continue? Let me know your thoughts down below, and of course, my great audience, if you have not done so, this is the perfect time to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button and hit subscribe with the notification bell turned on. Why? Because the moment the judgment is announced, I will come back with another video to break it all down for you. You don't want to miss that update. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more updates on these and other major stories. Until next time, stay informed and stay safe. Bye-bye.